1, 0, ignition.
We begin this week on a launch pad in Cape Canaveral, Florida, where private spaceflight company SpaceX was at it again. This time it was the South Korean space program hitching its first ride to the moon to deliver a lunar orbiter to scout future landing spots. If all goes according to plan, the satellite, named Danuri, meaning enjoy the moon in Korean, will join U.S., Chinese, and Indian missions already underway. Scientists observing the $180 million mission expect to gather data for at least a year. Meanwhile, NASA held a news conference ahead of SpaceX's Crew 5 mission to the International Space Station, or ISS, next month.
I'm Nicole. I'll be the commander of the Crew 5 mission, and we are just excited to be here and to share with you in our Crew 5 and Expedition 68 mission. We are ready to go.
The mission will include one Japanese astronaut, two NASA astronauts, and one Russian cosmonaut, scheduled to launch from Florida September 29th. Meanwhile, one of SpaceX's space tourism competitors enjoyed success from a launch pad in Van Horn, Texas. It was private spaceflight company Blue Origin's sixth crewed launch of its New Shepard suborbital rocket. The crew included business people and an Egyptian engineer. While New Shepard is named after Alan Shepard, the first American in space, Blue Origin is working with NASA's Cape Canaveral on a larger orbital-class rocket named New Glenn after John Glenn, the first American to orbit Earth. With global tensions high over its invasion of Ukraine, Russia this week launched an Iranian satellite into orbit from the Baikonur facility in Kazakhstan. Iran says the satellite, named Khayyam after 11th and 12th century Persian scientist Omar Khayyam, will be used for environmental monitoring. Tehran says no other country will have access to Khayyam, but according to the Associated Press, if it operates successfully, the satellite could monitor Israel. Some worry it could surveil Ukraine for Russia's benefit.
2, 1, 0.
Also this week, California-based Rocket Lab launched a small satellite for the U.S. National Reconnaissance Office, which helps protect America through space-based intelligence gathering. The launch follows the successful delivery to orbit of another satellite 3 weeks earlier. Finally, and after weeks of dazzling imagery captured by NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, French physicist Etienne Klein shared online what he called a picture of Proxima Centauri, the nearest star to the Sun. It was really a slice of chorizo. Tens of thousands of users retweeted the gastronomic image. Klein later apologized for the hoax, even if he faulted people for believing him. Arash, Arabasadi, VOA News.